Alrighty, the weekend is over, which means the NBA 2K Career Sim is back for episode 6. This will be season 5 with our teams. Myself, Ben Rasa, Dave Loughran. We've all been cloned as LeBron James. We're taking our way through the NBA landscape for, I'm hoping I personally have a 20-year career. I'm hoping Ben and Laffy have to retire early with injuries or something along those lines. So we'll see where we get. But first, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. I am ready to dive into season number 5, episode 6 of the NBA 2K Career Sim. Before we fully dive in, let's take a look at the starting rosters. We've got John Wall, Donovan Mitchell, Laffy, still Bruno Caboclo, and Evan Mobley. That's the starting lineup for the Jazz. I have no idea why they won't improve on that Bruno spot, but here we are. Bridges, Rozier, Lloyd on the bench. They're okay. They're okay. I have a sneaky suspicion Laffy makes the playoffs this year. For the Spurs, again, this should look pretty familiar, and this team is really good. DeJounte Murray, Derek White, obviously Ben coming in as a 99 overall. Jabari Parker, who's having like a really interesting second half to his career. And the lockdown defensive center, Mitchell Robinson, gets the lobs, plays the D, blocks the shots. Very lethal last year. And finally, my Portland Trailblazers, Dame Lillard, Bryce Thompson, which I could do without, but whatever. Myself, Argento DeLuca. That's a person I don't think is real, nor do I know who it is if he is. And obviously Andre Drummond. Apparently we have Robert Williams because we can't have too many centers. Still got Rodney Hood. It's going to be a not great year. The high end is good. Myself, Dame, Drummond, even Robert Williams to a degree, but I'm not so sure that we're going to be the 1 seed this year. Quick peek at the standings through the first month of the season. Blazers, 3rd, 13-6. The Jazz are 10-9. Not a bad start to the season. The Spurs, just 9-10. Not great for last year's 2 seed. There it is. Coming out of the gates hot in that first month. I am leading the league in scoring at 20.7 points per game. 3.5 points clear of Ben in second. 5 points clear of Laffy in 4th. But the LeBron James clones are dominating right now. One other thing to keep in mind, and you can see it on the right-hand side of the screen where it says contract. I've got 3 years and 109 million left. Ben and Laffy both on 5-year deals. So I'm going to be coming up on free agency earlier than they will. Savvy businessman. Team Giannis, Team Josh, which means I am an all-star captain for the 2nd straight year. I am so much better than those 2 guys. As long as I don't take Laffy, I will be happy. First pick, Ben, and I took Laffy. I'm so stupid. What am I thinking? 2-time All-Star for Laffy. Ben makes his 5th. Ben also gets extra points for being an All-Star starter, but for some reason, I'm dumb and I drafted Laffy. Blazers traded Rodney Hood and a top 3 projected first. Projected means protected in this case, for Devin Robinson. We'll see how that goes. And in the shock of all shocks, Xylon Cheatham traded by the Trailblazers for a center, John Henson. Why wouldn't I? Top of the MVP projection list at the midway point. Top of the standings as well, 37-13 heading into the All-Star break. Spurs are certainly close, sitting in the 4th seed. Jazz gonna be fighting all the way to the end of the season to try to sneak in. I want nothing more than to face the Jazz in the 1-8 matchup. Myself and Dame 1st and 5th in scoring at the All-Star break. Tough to beat. 2 weeks to go in the regular season. One last look. 50-25. Blazers at the top of the standings. Blazers. Why am I saying Blazers again? Spurs sitting in the 5 hole, 39-35. And Laffy's Jazz 1 game back of the Sacramento Kings with 7 games to play. I'm going to win the MVP. The 2025 most valuable player of the NBA. Who else would it be? This guy. Josh Engleman, best season. 18 points, 4 assists, 2.5 boards, 2 stocks, shot 44% from 3. Portland Trailblazers are coming for that chip this year, baby. MVP, most valuable pizza bite eater. Chuck Temple wins Rookie of the Year, averaging 5 and 3.5. Did not make a 3. Wears number 43. Weird dude. Spencer Dinwiddie picks up another 6th Man of the Year award. Defensive Player of the Year, Josh Engleman, knocking both awards out of the park. Huge year. 2025 going down as the year of the Engleman. And I strapped Bryce Thompson to my back and carried him to a Most Improved Player award. I should get credit for that. Nick Nurse, Coach of the Year. Nonsense. Where's my boy? Also, why is it cutting off half of Nick Nurse's face? Ben and I, first team All-NBA. No surprise on my end, at least. Laffy shows up on the second team. We are really good. Evan Mobley also showing up on the second team. That is a really solid nucleus. If Laffy can just find that third star, Jazz are going to be in good shape. Ben and I on first team All-Defense. No sign of Laffy on the second team, though. And this is a monumental day in the NBA 2K career sim. The Portland Trailblazers, the number 1 seed. The Utah Jazz and Dave Loughran, the number 8 seed. Laffy sneaks into the playoffs, finally, and he gets a date with greatness in round 1. Not only that, the Spurs are sitting at the 5 seed. So if Ben can make it out of his first round matchup against the Mavs, without question, he's playing one of us. We are going to have our first ever matchup between each other, and we might have 2 of them all in the same playoffs. I know I'm excited. So, not off to the greatest start in the world for the Blazers. I'm about to lose as the 1 seed for the 2nd straight year, and right now I'm down 3-0 to Laffy. This is embarrassing. In Game 3, Laffy played 42 minutes, dropped 26, 5, 2, 1, and 1, 11 of 17 from the field, plus 7. Nasty. Got 1 back. 3-2. Game 7 for Ben. I cannot believe I'm going home here. Laffy trying to shake me. Can't do it. To the rack. Engleman in his jersey, but it's not going to matter. 50 seconds left. Down 7. Oh, the stupid 45-second shot clock. I was like, how in the world are there still 20 seconds left? What a brutal way to go out. Laffy to the rack. Jumper in my mug. Can't get it to go, but it's not going to matter. Down 7. Well, that just happened. Well, the Utah Jazz have upset my Portland Trailblazers and knocked me out of the first round of the playoffs for the 2nd straight year as the 1 seed. Congratulations, Laffy. You are moving on. Ben chokes away the 3-2 lead. Mavs move on. Mavs against Laffy in the 2nd round. Mavs are loaded. Nico Mannion, Luka, obviously. Some other Covington character that's really good. Maxey, obviously, still there. Porzingis, still there. That's a deep team. Good luck, Laffy. Game 7, 2nd round. Huge one for Laffy. And that'll do it. Laffy and the Utah Jazz drop Game 7 to the Mavs. Mavs go on to face the Pels, Sixers, and Cavs. Eastern Conference Finals. Mavs-Cavs. The Cleveland Cavaliers are the 2025 NBA champions. Congrats to Scotty Barnes for winning Finals MVP. Didn't start a game, apparently. That's tough to do. Thad Young, Brooke Lopez, Mike Conley, Eric Gordon, Kevin Love, Draymond Green, all retiring. Pour one out for Boban. 26-4, teams are now allowed to trade first-round picks in consecutive years. The Stepien rule has been removed, which means some of these teams are really going to screw up. No realignment. No trades in the top 14. So everybody that has a top 14 odds, they all have their own pick. And the 3 of us made the playoffs, so none of us are in the lottery. Memphis Grizzlies pick up the W in the lottery, number 1 pick, and I believe the top prospect looks pretty good this year, so that should be interesting for Ja. Mavs looking for a coach. Mavs bring back Mississippi Sherman. Number 1 pick, DJ Aldridge out of Washington, off to Memphis. He's going to be good. Jazz takes stretch 4, Jalen Williams out of Alabama. Player comp, Ersan Ilyasova. Not bad at 15. Spurs take Mark Lloyd with the fun haircut. 19 years old, straight out of high school, resembles Nick Collison, finesse finisher. That's probably not great. Finally, Blazers stash a guy for 3 years. Pandesis Amantidis out of Greece. We're stashing a guy for 3 years so he can come over and be Marvin Williams? That looks like he can contribute right away for any team. No, it doesn't. It looks like he's not going to contribute right away. And then next year he won't contribute. And then the year after that he won't contribute. And then the year after that he won't. But he's going to be a future superstar. That's fantastic. He's also going to be 25 when he gets to the NBA. I like taking the shot, but that might be a little too long. If he were 18 and it's 3 years, that's one thing. But 22 right now, 3 Euro years left? I'm getting jobbed here. Alrighty, buckle up. Jazz give Miles Bridges 4 years and $103 million. Evan Mobley finally re-ups 5 years, $200 million. That's a no-brainer. All NBA second team this year. For some strange reason, they cannot quit Bruno. 3 years, $28 million. That might go down as a mistake. And they bring back a center, Marcus Bolton. Spurs give Derek White 5 years and $125 million. Gary Harris gets 4 and $46. McCurr, 3 years and $50. Solid core for San Antonio, but I think that Gary Harris deal might go down as a bit of a problem. Finally, Dame coming back, 3 years, $126 million. Can't let him go yet. 3 years, $48 to Bryce Thompson and his most improved player. The rest of it is simply filler. At least it's a point guard, a shooting guard, a point guard, a shooting guard. Power forward, center. Barney Evans coming in. Don't know who that guy is. All right, so obviously this is going to be a little bit different. 99 overall. I can't go any higher, so continuing as a 99 overall, but my playmaker grade went up to an A. I'll take it. This is what's scary. Dame down 2 points. Nurkic down a point. Drummond down 3. Team's getting older. I need Bryce Thompson to take a bit of a leap. And at some point in time, we're going to need to swap out something in this Nurkic-Drummond combo. Getting Nurkic's $33 million off the books for next year will be great. This might be the last year we see Nurkic, or at least I hope it is. Lofty up 1 spot to 97 overall. Evan Mobley got injured, dislocated left patella, so he was out. Does not take a leap in player progression, but he is an 88 overall. Donovan Mitchell rebounding a bit up to 84. Bridges is an 84. Wall starting to show some signs of aging. The Jazz are going to be better than they seem. Donovan Mitchell, final year under contract as well. Finally, for the Spurs, obviously Ben sticking around at 99 overall. Mitchell Robinson down a point, tore his ACL this season, so that's a bit of a problem. 89 overall. DeJounte Murray, 88. Jabari, 87. Derek White, 86. Jordan McLaughlin, 85. That is a strong core of 6 guys. I'm really nervous that the Spurs are going to be the best team moving forward. I had 18 points a game. Ben, 15-7. Laffy 14-6, so bonus points to me for leading the trio in points per game. And the scoring looks as follows. Season 5 in the books, and I had a monster. 77 overall points. Blow Ben out of the water. Blow Laffy out of the water. 25 points for putting the MVP belt around my waist. Another 15 for Defensive Player of the Year. First team All-NBA, couldn't have been better for me. But Laffy is gaining on me. The Jazz are good. He bounced me from the playoffs this year. Ben's starting 5, plus their top 2 bench guys, certainly better than what the Blazers have going on, considering all we do is just give money to centers. I have a sneaky suspicion this is about to get tight. I needed that boost now because I'm not so sure I'm getting it in the next couple years. And finally, we've got the aggregate standings through 5 seasons. I have taken the lead, 161 points, past Ben, who's got 135. It doesn't seem great for Laffy at 24. He did have his biggest season ever. Jazz showed some success in the playoffs. I have a feeling he's about to make a run. I'm nervous about the head start that Ben is getting, but as of right now, this guy. Numero uno. And I promise you, I'm not cheating. That will do it for episode 6, season 5, the NBA 2K career sim LeBron James clones. Once again, be sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you know when this and all of our other content goes live. I will be back tomorrow afternoon with episode 7. I'm hoping that I can go back-to-back at MVP. I assume most people aren't, so let me know in the comments section, who's most likely to win the MVP award for next year? Is it myself? Is it Ben? Or is it Laffy? See you tomorrow.